Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on the final day of this chill week here at the Cyan Beach. Hopefully, we're not going to get snoozing again today. We've only got slumbering once this week. I need it as many times as possible, but we've only got one more shot. Well, I guess technically two more shots. We got tomorrow as well, but, let's see what we can get up to today. We should, hopefully... Oh, yeah, I'm also trying out something a little new. I've got Toxicroak on the team, as always. That is sad news. That's really bad. That's really bad news that we didn't get any oil. But I'm running a small experiment. You can see a Pokemon you haven't seen me use before on the team. Because I was hoping that we wouldn't have that bad of luck with Toxicroak and get 0 oil, but I didn't think we were going to get enough. So I did go ahead and put this Mawile on the team. I got it to level 30, dropped about 15k in Dream Shards just to get it to level 30 to unlock the second oil production slot. I'm hoping that maybe we get a skill trigger as well, and I can see how that works. No skill trigger and no oil. Wow, no oil from anybody. There are 3 Pokemon on this team that can bring me oil, and not a single one of them brought any oil. That's a problem. That means we don't have what we need to make breakfast, which is why we're trying to get that Dragonite to level 60 so we can alleviate this oil problem. Yeah, we are way off. Not that far off. We're 9 off. And if we don't get that oil, we're not making anything good. We're making overheat ginger salad, and that's terrible. We don't want to make that today. We definitely don't want to make that today. Let's just see if we can get in there. How many ingredient tickets do I have? This is a super gamble. And honestly, I might not even want to do it on an off week. 3 ingredient tickets, odds are we probably aren't going to get what we want. I'm not even planning to make all 3 meals today, so I think I'm actually just going to hold off. I'm not going to make anything, and I'm just going to, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if we get what we need and try to make lunch out of it. Because this is really bad, not getting any oil at all. I was really hoping that we'd get at least some from Mawile. Also, I wanted to see the main skill trigger and see what that would be like. This one does have skill trigger M at level 25. So I thought that we'd have a decent chance of it. Granted, no ingredient finding on it. It's only inventory up and skill trigger at 10 and 25, respectively. So I wasn't expecting it to outperform the Toxicroak, but I was hoping that if the Toxicroak brought in like 7, maybe this one would bring in enough to push us over the 22 that we needed to make breakfast. Sadly, even with Crocodile on the team, who does have oil in its second ingredient slot, not any oil from that one either. So that's bad news. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. We'll just make lunch later. Like I said, I was only going to make 2 meals today anyway, so it's all good. We got 200 sleep points. It's going to put us at a grand total of 1,820. And for our daily lottery, Trip Biscuits would make me feel better about this, though. No, still no Trip Biscuits. Only a small dream cluster. All right, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. All right, let's move on. Let's dive into this sleep report. Let's see if we don't get snoozing again. That would be fantastic if we did not get snoozing. I would take dozing. That'd be fine. At this point, I just want to see something that's not snoozing because I'm tired of snoozing this week. That is so much snoozing. That is so much snoozing. Why? Why does my sleep hate me? 14% more snoozing than usual. I don't want this. I don't want this at all. It's like 150 million drowsy power, something like that. Somewhere around there. I mean, at least we got a decent amount of 3 stars. No 1 stars, which is interesting. 144.7 million drowsy power. I'll take that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And no 1 stars. Maybe we can at least salvage some dream shards out of this. Give me something rare. Crocodile a top belly again. 3 in a row. All right. Well, we pulled off the hat trick there, I guess. It's going to be really weird if we get it again tomorrow. A 4 of a kind would be wild. We got 2 Jigglypuff. Oh, buddy. All right. I take it back. I'm happy now. I am happy now. A shiny Fuecoco. The 2-star shiny Fuecoco. All right. There we go. A Ditto Pikachu Sleep. Growlithe again, and Crocolore. Okay. It's all... we got 3 pairs And then a Ditto and a Crocodile. This is a weird sleep report, but at least we got a shiny. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Hopefully it's good. I'm gonna be real sad, kind of sad, not real sad, kind of sad if it's way better than the Skelly we got now. Because that means we got to shift investments. But is there anything else I want to catch? Nothing else is hungry. I was gonna say I could catch that Pikachu, but that was a Ditto. Yeah, honestly, there's nothing else here for me to catch. I don't need any of this. So, I mean, technically I do need a better Ditto, but I'm not going to feed it unless it's hungry because I don't need it that badly. So we're just going to feed it the premium biscuit, save our other biscuits, and we're going to move on. And we're going to see just how good this shiny Fuecoco is today. Ooh, buddy. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's move on. I want to get to this quickly. I want to see what this is. I need to know. And of course, we're going to send out the Fuecoco candy because it is actually the most useful candy. So I get to show off my shiny with a good reason this time. With justifications. 9,363 research XP. So we were at 145 yesterday, I believe is what the number was. So about 135 left to go for level 65. I do think that we could hit that in a little over a week's time. We just need to go somewhere worthwhile, which is what I need to figure out today. If I want to go to Lapis or OGPP for research XP, I know OGPP is really good for Dream Shards, but given the fact that different Pokemon have different amounts of XP and Dream Shards and they're not all equal, it might be a better balance overall if you're talking about min-maxing. It could potentially be a better balance of more research XP versus Dream Shards at Lapis. So I kind of need to see if I can figure out an answer to that question and go there, or I just go with my gut. I don't know. One or the other. But we did get 11,394 Dream Shards. We had a Dream Shard bonus Pokemon on the team. I don't remember who that could have been, but we also got this guy right here, level 13 and naughty. Uh-oh. All right. Well, let's check and see. Shiny Fuecoco, how good are you? Ooh, honestly, not bad. Not bad. Apples and herbs. That could make some interesting stuff later on. How much overlap with that is there? See, let's click on the herbs. Oh, there's actually none at the moment. No overlap with apples and herbs, but I feel like we could overlap some apples and herbs in the future. So maybe this is a future Pokemon, but for now, let's see what we got. Let's see what's up. Energy recovery bonus, which is okay. It could be better, but you know what? It's not bad. Skill trigger S is also not bad for this one, given its main skill. Ingredient finder is what we really want to see. Berry finding on top of that, and helping speed. I mean, honestly, not the worst. Not the worst. Either that or I'm just really trying to make this sound better because it's shiny. But I'm not upset about this. I am going to go ingredient strength though, since this is a mixed ingredient spread. So let's see what that works out to. I would definitely drop a subskill seed at 50, and we would probably get unlucky and get a subskill seed at 25. So this one could potentially be really good. So far, Raynon's not liking it too much, but I like it. I don't think it's that bad. But maybe I'm just biased because it's shiny. That could be the case. But I feel like this is not a bad spread, though. Other than the fact that there's no synergy in the game at the moment, but I could definitely see some synergy in the future between herbs and apples. Probably more than what you would get with apples and sausage. Let's see. Is there any overlap with apples and sausage at the moment? I don't think so. Maybe slightly. No, nothing showing up. Yeah, no, there's no overlap with either of them. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Fuecoco. But with apples being a weaker ingredient, you do get more of them per collection at 30 and 60, so that does allow you to get more overall throughout the day, which is why I think this is not the worst ingredient spread. And I could see some overlap in the future. There are some recipes they could do that use both of these, particularly in desserts, and possibly salads as well. There could be some overlap with salads. Could have a spicy apple salad of some kind. So maybe PR61 as is not terrible. Not terrible. What if we were to, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and max it because I would drop a sub-skill seed at 100, you know, in 5 years when we get there. So let's see what this is with maxed skills. 67 is what it was before. I mean, Ingredient Finder M making a huge difference. Speed of help up is nice. The main skill chance down is not terrible. I wouldn't neutralizing mint on this one because the speed of help is a benefit, and we've got skill trigger to balance out the downside of naughty. So I don't think getting rid of the speed of help would actually benefit it in any way. So I probably wouldn't do that. But okay, there it is. Level 60. Yeah, it does make a bigger difference. It's about 2,400 more strength at level 60 once it has Skill Trigger S and Ingredient Finder S. In practice is going to be the question. That's going to be the real question. How does this look in practice? Let's go ahead and save this to the box because, of course, it's a shiny. We're definitely keeping it. We are not getting rid of this. And then let's set these back to what they're supposed to be. Skill Trigger S, Ingredient Finder S, and Helping Speed S. Save that in the box as a shiny Fuecoco. Boom. Job done. Very well done. And then that means that we can come over here and we can get into this and double check the actual number that we're going to get, because that is the real question. Where you at? There you are. Yeah, that was him. All right. So at level 60, how are we looking? Let's go ahead and max everything. That was not the right max button, but you know what? I'll take it. I would probably invest in that too. So we'll see. At level 60, we're looking at 58 apples a day and 41 herbs per day, which is not a ton. Not as much as I would like. Maybe this ingredient spread isn't as good as I had imagined it was going to be. I was expecting to see more herbs per day. The apples sound about right, but I thought we would see more herbs per day. I don't know that getting extra inventory space with a 2,000 hour ribbon would help much. Yeah, not much. It's super unfortunate. I thought this would be better. Well, I mean, that's about par for the course with shinies, I suppose. That is about par for the course. Let's go ahead and set this back down to 3. Let's imagine we didn't put anything into it. It doesn't change the amount that we get, so yeah, that wouldn't matter at all. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping this would be better. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and mark this down as PR74 because if I was going to invest in it, you know what? With berry finding, it might be better to look at it for total strength, but I don't know. For now, I'm just going to mark it down as PR74 as an ingredient finder, and that's going to be A squared and C. Yes, there it is. Also, it has berry finding, so I need to mark that in there as well. Okay, good. The name isn't too long. All right. So, berry finding at 75. We'll get that in like a year and a half. Yeah, actually seeing these numbers kind of makes me not want to use it. It would all depend on if we get a recipe down the road that uses these two ingredients in the proper ratio to actually make this make sense. For right now, sadly, it doesn't make sense. Even at 75, yeah, it would get worse technically. Even with a 2,000 hour ribbon, it's not going to be great. Yeah, man, it's We got a shiny, but it doesn't look like it's going to be one that we'll be able to use in the future. We'll have to wait and see what the future brings, but sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to use this shiny, which is, you know, par for the course for shinies. That is about how it goes. Sadly, it is what it is. But all right, let's check and see. I don't think we have any new news. No, doesn't look like new news. It would help if I actually click the button. Nope, still just looking forward to expert mode and super skill week. We've got community reports, though. I did remember to collect last night before I went to bed, so only 37 today, which is not bad at all, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 out of 37 that doubled up. That's really good. Yeah, this is over 33%, so I'll take that. I will take it quickly. And let's move on. Let's check and see what we got going on with these Pokemon. Hey, finally some oil. It's a little too late for breakfast, but it doesn't matter because we're going to save it for lunch. Maybe you bring some oil right now too. That'd be great. Nope. Another Belu berry. Not helpful. All right. Well, I don't know what we're going to do with this team then. We definitely are going to keep Toxicroak on the team all day because we need to get some oil for tomorrow as well as oil for lunch. Let's see. What does it take to get from 16 to 17? 300,000? Yeah, I think I'm only going to shoot for Master 16 and I'm going to stop making meals after that. So probably only going to make lunch today, actually. I think that's all we're going to do. We're just going to try for Master 16. We're almost certainly not going to make it to Master 17 because even an extra tasty meal with what we're making, I don't think is going to give us that much. Not curries and stews. Come on, man. Well, it might. An extra tasty Defiant coffee dressed salad might actually get us what we need. That might be enough to get from 16 to 17, but it's only a 30% chance, so I don't think I'm going to gamble on it. I think I'm going to save the ingredients for tomorrow because we could use a lot of these ingredients for tomorrow just to be ready for whatever meal type we get. So yeah, I'm just going to shoot for 16, try to grab those 4,000, 3,000 dream shards, whatever it was, and just be happy with that. Kind of was hoping that Mawile would pay off a little bit. You know, it's really the best backup oil gatherer I have at the moment. I don't have a Ditto with oil at level 30. My other Toxicroak gets sausage at level 30, so that wasn't going to help much. I had hoped that we would roll ingredients more with Mawile, and this was a short little experiment that didn't really pay off, which is sad day. Sad day. But if we're only making one meal, I think we could potentially take Mawile off the team. Let's see, tomorrow we're not going to have a good camp ticket. It'll be a regular week, no cooking bonuses, so we will be trying to make this. We'll see what Gardevoir does. If I have to, I'll put Beware on the team overnight to get some extra corn, but I'm hopeful that Gardevoir will get lucky, bring in 5 corn. That would be nice. Actually, we need more corn than that, so I might not want to do that because we need 18. Oh, yeah, we only need 6 more. Probably going to have to put Beware on the team for a hot minute just to get that corn. Apples, Skeledirge overnight. We'll get that done, no worries. Milk. We do need milk and cocoa. And we still need some more favored berries. Not Clodsire Eclairs. That's not the right one. Tea Time Corn Scones. Why did I click on that? I meant to go here. Dream Eater Butter Curry. That's the one. We do need more milk and cocoa for a couple of recipes. Milk for a couple recipes and cocoa for that one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take Mawile. Oop, you are not Mawile. We're going to take Mawile off the team. Actually, before I do this, let me check one thing. Let's see where we're at on the other one. We currently still need 140 favorite berries. So yeah, we're going to leave Croconaw on the team, trying to get to those 3 small handy candies. That would be nice if we could get that. So we'll take Mawile off the team. We'll put Big Boy Blastoise on the team, get some milk and cocoa, get some more favored berries, and hopefully things go well. Hopefully. Yeah. The rest of the team's looking pretty all right. Pretty all right. For now, the only thing we're lacking is the oil. We just got to see what's going to happen, to be honest. I mean, we just need so little of a few different things that we're not really hurting for anything. Dream Eater butter curry. We just need the milk and cocoa, which Big Boy Blastoise will bring in pretty easy. Salads. We just need corn and oil. So as soon as we get those favorite berries, I can drop Beware on the team and then not have to worry about it. And then for desserts, we need apples and corn and milk, which we've already got corn and milk sorted. So we can just put Skeledirge on the team whenever we get corn situated. So yeah, we're in a really good spot. We're in a really good spot. 3 more berries. 3 more favorite berries. Yeah, we're in a good spot. I don't think we need to change anything else. I think we're just going to leave it as is. Like I said, try to hit that 440 favorite berries. Try to get those small handy candies. And we're just kind of chilling now. We're chilling, seeing what Sunday brings us. Sadly, couldn't make lunch or breakfast in the video today, but we did get 15 diamonds for going to bed on time, which is good. It was good. We need consistent sleep. It's very nice. Very nice to have consistent sleep. Other than that, though, we got a shiny that was pretty decent. Sadly, not as decent as I would like. Honestly, if it was AAA, I might have used it. Let's go take a look at that. I'm actually curious. If it was AAA, would it be good enough to beat the Skeledirge we have already? Level 60. Where's our other Skeledirge? Where you at, my guy? There you are. Would it be enough? Possibly. Oh, it would. Oh, that would set them both at level 60. It would be enough. It's only 10 off. It's close enough that I would do it. Oh, they're both naughty. I didn't even realize the other one was naughty, the one we have already. That's funny. It's naughty, and yet I feel like it triggers all the time. Also funny that outside of gold sub skills, or no, they both have the same first sub skill. They have very, very similar skills. The only difference is that the one we have now gets inventory up at 100, and the Skeledirge we have now is berry finding at 75. But other than that, all 4 of their other sub skills are the same, just in a different order, which is really strange. And then the same nature, really odd. But yeah, close enough that I would use it. I would use it over the one we've invested in now if it had been AAA. Yeah, 120 is still plenty of apples in a day. You use a good camp ticket, that's an extra, like, what is that, like 20 something apples to put it around 140 apples a day with a good camp ticket. Yeah, I would use this one, the shiny one, over our old Skeledirge if it had been AAA. Sadly, it wasn't. So nothing we could do about it. It is what it is. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up there for today. Hopefully we can end with a skill trigger. No, sad day. It is what it is. But anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap things up. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, YT Husky Star, JP Barty, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, and SDK Posse. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so for as little as $1 per month by clicking that subscribe plus or that join button right below this video. You can also find links to the Ko-Fi for a one-off donation, the live stream channels to come hang out while we play other video games, and the Discord to come hang out with a cool group of people and talk about Pokemon Sleep and other fun stuff. Other than that, though, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.